Is that it? Let's see. Is that it? I'm not sure. Is that the same? Can it be? I'm not sure. We have to make sure if it is or not. It seems to be the same. It seems to be the same. So we're gonna stay focused. And let's make sure. I don't want to make no assumptions. We gotta make sure that's the case. It could be a neighbor, but I don't think so. It could be a neighbor. So we're just gonna keep our eyes open. Seems suspicious to me. It seems suspicious to me. Cannot be by the window, of course. So we're gonna place the flowers back, and this could be bait, focus, follow, attention span. Ex-wife should be home shortly. So we have to be mindful of her wishes, and this could be another pre-planned attack utilizing bait, focus, follow, attention span. See how that works? So this criminal organization is responding, and this individual in that car could be the bait. I'm not certain at this point. I cannot see who's inside, but it could be the bait that they're using for this purpose, of course. So let's wait. Let's wait and see. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Is this a white powder bag pickup, or is it bait? Trying to figure this out, guys. Let's see which is the case. Right now, it's pretty much either or. Either or. Wrong place at the wrong time, perhaps. I've been known to make that mistake. So we're just going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I am checking for more. I got to make sure everything's charged. And let's see if trying to give organized crime a little privacy so they can make their move, and so far I don't see no movement. It seems to meet the same MO as bait, focus, follow, attention span, just like before. So right now we just wait. I could be wrong. Could be a new neighbor in the area. Arrives early. Trying to figure this out, guys. What is the meaning behind the brain attacks? Trying to figure this out. The brain attacks continue. The individual continues to be there, and the lights are on. As far as the vehicle, the lights are on. So remember now, the high-tech surveillance monitor is very aware of my location and my ex-wife's location. So this could be a bait, focus, follow, attention span as well. So right now, is it a neighbor? Could be. I have made that mistake from time to time. But right now, time. Maybe the time can tell. 12:45 p.m., March 19th, 2025, Wednesday. We are focused and we are still waiting. It's a waiting game. Waiting. And of course, the individual inside that vehicle is being instructed by organized crime to just sit there and play possum. That's right, play possum. Just sitting back, relaxing, smoking, chilling. And of course, social acting is a very big part of this criminal organization regarding bait, focus, follow, attention, span. This is how this criminal organization is able to manipulate victims to stay focused and create family conflict. Again, ex-wife is home. She should be returning shortly from shopping, and this is what they're depending on. This is the reason why homeowner Martinez's wife was parked in the same spot. That's right, same spot. And this continues to be front and center stage as far as bait, focus, follow, attention span. The individual continues there. And I cannot be I cannot be by the window, of course. Ex-wife should be returning shortly. The brain attacks continue. Murder plot continues. Extreme high-level frequency electromagnetic field shock treatment to the brain continues, coming from next door 5135 second floor hideout. That's right, second floor hideout. And daily ordered instructions by Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, along with his nephew, Anthony J. Loader. You can tell the desperation this criminal organization is going through. That's right. They're going through some type of panic that they have to resort to creating family conflict. They do not want this YouTuber here. They do not want this new year of 2025 surveillance to continue. And it's going to continue no matter what. And if anything happens to me, of course, I'm being exposed to electronic harassment, equal intensity from microwave oven, X-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line radiation. That's why it's so detrimental, so important that the victim responds to daily plan attacks. Again, the lights are on. The individual is sitting there as bait. This is a form of creating family conflict. Obviously waiting for my ex-wife to return from shopping. Same scenario as homeowner Martinez's wife. Okay, so we're going to give organized crime a little privacy. I'm going to close the curtains and see what else they come up with. Because this is not going to work out. This is not going to work out. I'm not going to be by the window all day and just have a stare down. When obviously this individual inside the vehicle is just smoking, chilling, sitting back, and just following instructions. The bait only works if the individual is by the window. Again, the bait only works if the individual maintains focus and is by the window. Other than that, the individual sitting in the vehicle is just wasting their time. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure this criminal organization gets a really good education this day. We're going to give them their privacy. And again, this is a public service. How not to become a victim of insurance policy fraud. Look at how easy this is. This is why it's so difficult for me to leave this surveillance of exposing this criminal organization. This is how easy it is. I'm just closing the curtains. And by closing the curtains, this is a signal sent to organized crime and that person in the vehicle. You know what? He's not responding. And there's nothing we can do. That's right, folks. Nice try, but no cigar. I gotta get back to the kitchen and continue working on my afternoon meal. The brain attacks continue, of course, right after that comment. They're not happy. I'm not responding. They're not happy. So, Organized Crime Family just got a good education this Wednesday. Again. Very good. That's how you do it. That's how easy it is to make sure this criminal organization gets exposed. They're going to continue getting exposed. I promise you that. They're going to continue getting exposed left and right. You better believe it. You better believe it. That's right. You can tell that guy inside the chair to continue smoking and be mindful that smoking does contribute to cancer. They're focused. Looks like that's pretty much it. I'm ready, but I'm not going to eat right now. I'm still putting the dishes away. Still putting the dishes away. Mamma mia. What else? Add to the food. What other flavor can I add to the food? I don't think we did. I think that's it. What are we gonna do with this YouTube? I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. How are we gonna get rid of this YouTuber? No. The best thing you can do is make him your best friend. That's the best thing you can do. Make your enemy. Remember that. Remember that. That's your enemy. Then you can sit down and talk about business. Right. I got needs too. Think about that for a second. I got needs too. Let's see if the individual is still waiting there. Let's see. How about that? Told you. Told you. He's just sitting there like a duck. Sitting there like a possum. What are we going to do about this YouTuber? He's not being baited. I'm not going to be fool enough to stand by the window. Ex-wife should be returning shortly from shopping. She's off today. And this is what they're relying on. And, of course, this is social acting. Social acting plays a very important role. And the reason my ex-wife feels this way is because she's being coerced, manipulated with fear. They left a postcard inside the mailbox, and this is going to create fear. She does not want me recording, and I'm trying to be mindful of her wishes, of course. All right, we have focus 5130 and 5132. The person inside that vehicle continues to play possum and now has turned on the windshields as an added bait focus follow. There's no reason to turn on the windshield wipers while you're just sitting there, not going anywhere. Obviously, intentions are clear. It started raining, and there we go. That's what we got so far. Intentions are clear, folks. Intentions are very, very clear. All right, I'm still working on the kitchen, and let's check and uploading video. Nice try, but no cigar. 12:54 p.m. Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. We are focused. This criminal organization just got another good education. One more time. How are we going to get rid of this YouTube? I have no idea. I mean, yes, I like Italian food. You're gonna learn to love me. Joey. Joey. Hold on. Is that YouTube we're gonna be recording? For a really long time. A really long time. This YouTube is not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. I don't got no plans. I don't think so. I like it right here. I like it. I like it right here. And I got used to the brain attacks. I got used to the brain attacks. I got used to sleeping. Well, how the hell are we gonna get rid of this YouTube? But the best thing is to make them your best. That's how you do it. Make them your best. Other than that, it's going to be another year of surveillance. Guaranteed. I guarantee you that. Another year of surveillance. Get ready. Get ready. It's going to be a whole new year of surveillance. The brain attacks are not working. The Facebook is follow is not working. You have a better time putting Homer Martinez out there. That's probably a better your best bet. You want to see Homer Martinez running back and forth with the family members. That's your best bet. That works better. That's what the public wants. Nice try. see if the individual is still waiting just for me. Let's see. It's still sitting there with the windshield wipers on as an added bait, focus, follow, attention span. There you go. You can feel the intensity, the frustration this criminal organization is feeling. But believe me, folks, this criminal organization is going to learn to love me. That's right. They're going to learn to love me in a really big way, especially when Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, starts reviewing our information. We're asking for the public support. Post the date, January 8th, 2025, regarding the property 5132. This is the main headquarters of this criminal organization, and this is the reason why they're responding in this way. This is bait, focus, follow, attention span. Victims are followed home from work. Information is retrieved from the electronically trashed mail and somewhat, and sooner or later, the daily plan attacks will be deployed, and this is one of them. Fear, social acting, bait, it's a very big part. Community gang stalking, it's a very big part of this criminal organization, especially when they're involving the family members to participate as far as disbelief and mistrust, anger, emotional anxiety. Remember, this is a one-on-one session, private session between organized crime and the victim. And intentions are very clear. As you can see, the victim has been sitting there for quite some time, enjoying a cigarette, sitting back and relaxing, and just waiting for further instructions. High-tech surveillance monitor, very aware of my location and activities and instructions given on command signal. This is how they're able to carry on this murder plot on my life. That's right, electronically. Umbrella harassment, on and off switch, will cause accidents and death. Once the victim responds, visual effects set on the victim's eye scope. Natural instinct, focus on the light source. On and off switch will cause accidents and death. Frequencies, that's right, frequencies, will attack the nervous system. The victim will lose coordination. Again, this will cause accidents and death. So intentions are very clear, and this criminal organization is responding in a really, poor fashion. It's raining. This individual in the vehicle is trying their best to get my response. I think it would be better if he came out the car and perhaps walked toward my window and pointed his finger at me. That would be better. I think that would be better. That way I know that the reaction is toward me. I would like to see that. It'd be nice for the individual to come out and perhaps knock on my front door as hard as he can. Let's see if this criminal organization is wearing a dress today with high heels or they're wearing man pants. To me, they're wearing a dress with high heels, and they don't have the golas to do that. That's right, they don't have the golas, they don't have the mulas to do that. That's why I'm here. This criminal organization is facing a real man. That's right, they're getting a good education, and it's easy to attack me electronically. And they feel very protected by these police officers involved in criminal activity, waiting to provoke a confrontation. That's right, provoke a confrontation is a big part, because these police officers involved in criminal activity are waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrest, court dates, order of protection. There you go. So we're going to continue focusing. There's a number of scenarios, strategies, based on books, The Art of War, 48 Laws, The Centennial, Mind Games, Community Gang Stocking, a number of psychological warfare books that they use to manipulate the victims and precondition them at home to react. And of course, the consequences are very severe under doctor's care. This individual here has been instructed, and of course, parked in the same spot as homeowner Martinez. Bait, focus, follow, attention, span. Alongside with the silver vehicle, main property in charge of 5132. The people in charge of 5132, the silver vehicle. We are waiting for further developments. Of course, I cannot be by the window. Ex-wife should be home shortly. This is what they're depending on for the ex-wife to react to daily plan attacks, create family conflict, emotional distress, disbelief, mistrust, anger, and of course concern by calling 911. Okay, we are moving away from the window again, and let's see what else transpires. We're going to give organized crime a little privacy. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. Waiting. We are waiting. It's going to be a long wait. So I hope that guy continues turning on the windshield wipers. 1:08 p.m. Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. Daily kind of tax continue. Insurance policy fraud. The game of manipulation. It's a manipulation. And this is a mind game. This is a mind game. It's not my first rodeo, so I don't know what the hell this criminal organization is saying. But this is what happens when you indulge in the white product known as cocaine. Yes, they are hooked on the drug themselves. That's why they're making bad decisions, just as this. So they're going to continue, and we're going to continue capitalizing on their mistakes. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. I'm uploading videos and replacing my cloth from the rubber hat I wear. The brain attacks continue. How about that? This kind does not know what to do with it. Know what to do. Know what to say. Going toward the window. Is there going to be a surprise attack? Oh, look, he's still waiting there. Oh, look at that. That was a white quarterback pickup. That was a white quarterback pickup. That was a white quarterback pickup. That's what we just seen right now, a white quarterback pickup. That was a white quarterback pickup, and intentions are very clear. That's what we saw right now, a white quarterback pickup. He just returned back to the vehicle. This was a white quarterback pickup. And of course, the other cell phone was shut down. And now he's leaving. Now he's leaving. See? There you go. This is the reason for the individual parked there for a long time. This is the reason. The white quarterback pickup, intentions are very clear. And take a good look. My other camera was shut down. That's right, was shut down. And this camera was able to capture him returning back to the vehicle. See how that works? So, that's the reason, that's the purpose for the individual waiting for such a long time while uploading videos inside my room. Again, the camera has been shut down. This is a high-tech surveillance monitor called Army Apparatus Tracking Signal Scanner Device. And we caught the individual rushing back inside the vehicle once they checked the mailbox. This is daily activity at 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. The white quarterbacks have been retrieved by the person that was instructed to do so. High-tech surveillance monitor, very aware of my location and activities, instructions given on command signal. Again, we were able to capture the person, the driver, inside the vehicle. We got him. And this is evidence. This is how this criminal organization works. And it's basically mind games. That's why it was so important for me to step away from the window to give them their privacy. And they responded. The bait and by attacking my other phone as to cut down on the surveillance. That's right. There you go. Intentions are very, very clear. You saw it firsthand, folks. This is continuous surveillance. And this is the aftermath. Driving off, intentions are very clear. Driving off after the white quarterbacks were picked up from the mailbox at 5130. All right, there you go, folks. It's 1:19 p.m., March 19th, 2025, Wednesday. We are focused. There you go. That's the reason for the community gang stalking that you saw firsthand. And this is not the first time this individual has responded in this way. We got him earlier on video as far as returning back. So he's making frequent visits to 5130. He is a customer, one of the new customers that we're able to catch on surveillance, and it looks like he's going to continue. And we already know his MO. We've been watching him for a while now. So this is just one customer. There's other customers that we have to be mindful of, and this is a big mistake here, attacking the other phone to avoid further surveillance. This is how they do it, folks. This high-tech surveillance monitor called Army Apparatus Tracking Signal Scanner device can shut down any power source outage. YouTube channel continues to be attacked. Internet connection disabled. That's right, disabled. And there you go. It is charged. See, there's nothing wrong with the phone. It's charged, but it was shut down while recording. It was shut down while recording. And again, this is a high-tech surveillance monitor that can transmit and transfer high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves shock treatment to the brain, and is able to shut down any power source outage. That's why it is posted as a national security threat, because it's being used on civilians, victims of unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. Overexposure to electronic harassment is equivalent to X-ray machine, microwave oven, or sleeping next to a high power line radiation. That's why it's so important that the victims are documented, enrolled, and over time develop a history of mental health issues, well documented by police officers involved in criminal activity. My hunch was right. I knew he was after the white powder bags in the mailbox, and that's why we gave him the privacy, and he fell for it. That's right, he fell for it, and they also fell. They took extreme measures and a big chance attacking my other phone. And intentions are very clear, folks. And we got him on video returning back to the vehicle right after the white powder bags pickup at 5130. His identity and his license plates are well documented now. And of course, this is just one customer. There's more customers. We just have to wait and see how many other customers and what other strategies are they going to be utilizing. We already know this guy's individual's tactics. What others are they willing to? We're going to learn. We're going to learn from organized crime, and we're just going to continue having a great time recording our daily surveillance. That's pretty much it, guys. We're moving on for now. This is what we've been waiting for. 1:23 p.m., March 19th, 2025, Wednesday. We are focused. There's more activity, and we are waiting for ex-wife to return home. That's what we got so far, folks. So the surveillance is going to continue. The surveillance is going to continue. And we are waiting. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So we got the phone reactivated, and it's recording again. See that? It's recording again just fine. See? There you go. It was shut down. It was shut down because they didn't want that person inside the vehicle to be identified. But we got him. We got him. That's how. And we were lucky enough to get him, and we got him, of course, beforehand, and we got him walking in the area, looking at surveilling the area, before he becomes a steady customer, retrieving the white powder bags from the mailbox at 5130. Okay, so now all we have to do is, I'm telling you, folks, this is like stealing candy from a baby. That's how difficult, it's so difficult for me to walk away from this surveillance. That's right, especially when the IRS, Internal Revenue Services, sooner or later, this government agency will start investigating. This is big, especially when the news media outlets, some are in the pocketbooks of this criminal organization. That's right, I said it. Some of these news media outlets are involved in criminal activity. And all you have to do is be mindful and watch who's out here. It's on a daily basis, news media outlets working alongside with re-elected Mayor Larry Dominic, the machine. Open for business. That's right. Pay close attention, and you'd be surprised what news media outlets are here on a daily basis, making sure this criminal organization is well protected. That's right, well protected. Open for business. That's right. All right. The attack of the brain continues. We are focused. And that's the same spot, by the way, homeowner Martinez was parked there before, early this morning, and she moved quickly to let him, the other guy, park there as well. She was instructed to do so. And the Daily Planet attacks continue as far as, homeowner Martinez's son, still, no job, no school. Look at what time is it, and that young adult, young individual, is wasting his youth, just walking around in flip-flops inside the house. But he gets a new car. In return, home improvement and family vacation. So it's 1:26 p.m., and this is the life of luxury they get to live, but yet no school, no job. Very sad. This young individual is throwing his life away, and pretty soon, once Internal Revenue Services starts investigating, you can just imagine if that young adult is charged with my murder. That's right, in participation of my murder regarding daily electronic harassment. There you go. All right. We are focused, and we are moving on for now.